Welcome back to another video. Today we are in Manayunk and I'm actually doing an open house right here at this brand new luxury townhome, and I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek into it. It was built in 2022. It's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom home, and it's got some features that for the price make it well worth it. I'm curious to see your guys' thoughts. You'll have to let me know. Let's get into the video. So if you are not familiar with Manayunk is just about 5 to 7, 10 miles or so outside of the city of Philadelphia. You actually are still in Philadelphia limits, you're just not in the actual city. But everything is gonna look super similar. You're gonna get street parking, you're gonna get townhomes, you're gonna have, it's gonna look, a lot of the area is gonna look very similar. From where we are at right now, you've got grocery, shopping, dining, all about 5 to 10 minutes away. Very easy to drive to, very easy to walk or to bike to. A lot of these homes are gonna be older in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. But then you're gonna start seeing some patches of newer houses like where we're at right now, or down here on the next street here. So there are gonna be some newer houses. But honestly, you're in a super safe area, super convenient, a lot of family oriented people. You got some singles that live here. It's very spread and diverse among the people that are buying in this area. These homes have been listed, or these homes were built in 2022. The one that I'm doing the open house at has been for sale for just about 30 days. It's listed, or it's asking just under $1 million, and it's got some features like back here that I'll show you later, and another spot in the house that are super unique for homes under $1 million. So we're gonna check that out. I think you guys are gonna think it's super cool, because depending on where you're moving from, maybe comment it down below. That's one thing I've been curious. Where are you guys moving from? Comment it down below. But depending on where you're moving from, this might be a feature that's unique to you, or maybe common to you. You've got the brick streets, the cobblestone style streets, super unique, lots of charm and character. These homes are a bit older, probably 2020, 2019 these were built. These ones over here are obviously 2022, so just a different design, but these are still super modern. You've got 2 different rooftop decks up there, and these as well. So I love this style. You can tell as well with the street, it's super quiet. You got a lot of families, pets are walking around, dogs, people running. It's very quiet, and you're not dealing with a lot of hustle and bustle that you might deal with in the city. Okay, we are in the house. We're on the first level here. We just walked through the front door, and I'll turn the camera around. This house is super cool. This is really gonna tell you, in all of the videos that we've talked about before, this is gonna be a really good explanation or a really good example of a Philly home today, a new build home, a townhome in Philly, what they're built like, what features they have, the pricing that they have, the upgrades. So this is gonna be a really good example, and let's get into it. So you first walk in off of the front door right here. So this is where we were walking around outside, and you come in to, you've got these front windows on the front right here, and this is just kind of a little sitting room. Right now they're using it as a piano room, so you could do that. You could put a sofa, a table. You could just have it more as like a kind of drop your bags, and maybe more of like a washroom, laundry room type of thing, even though that's actually upstairs. So you've got a lot of options that you could do. This is a pretty big space. I mean, you're probably 10 foot by 10 foot in this room. And some of the things that I like is that they do the molding and the details on the wall. You've got some of the details and stuff in the doors and on the trim. So there are some pieces of this that are higher quality. You're gonna have a lot higher finishes and upgrades in some of the windows and lights and bathrooms. So you'll see that as well. We'll point that out to you. This right here is going to be a closet, so you'll just have a big coat closet off the front. That's why I said if you wanted to just have it be a room where you leave your coats and shoes and stuff like that, I think this would be a good spot to do so. You could also even have it be a nice office if you wanted to sit up in this corner and you work out, you work during the day. You could look out the window and just make sure that you have a good eye on the house. We'll get to that later. That's gonna be something that's super unique about this house that if you stick around until the end, we will explore. But we're gonna jump down here real quick. We're gonna have one bedroom, a bathroom, and some storage down here. So I'll show you that. Here we just got some storage. And I think, honestly, this is a good example of functionality because they have so much storage. We were just looking at that storage up there on the first floor, and then you got this, and then you got that closet behind me. So you're gonna have a ton of storage, and I've personally never heard anyone complain about too much storage. So, you know, if storage is something that's important to you, then this house and these style of houses are definitely gonna have that. We've got a very nice bathroom, a lot of the same style, different color and finishes, but same style as the sink and shower throughout. So I really like that, that's super uniform. I even like this little piece of trim right there in front. Just these little pieces add to the value, add to that price. And it's, you know, really nice quality work done here. Even the doors, the 2-panel doors, they're thick. They're not super heavy, but they're not flimsy either. I do like this original older wood flooring. I think it goes with the age of the Philly, that Philly age. You know, it's not brand new wood floor, but you're in Manayunk, you're in an older community. You've got a lot of character in these houses. So I think to keep this type of floor is really cool. And it's in pretty good shape too. So now we're gonna head upstairs. We'll hit that on the way out. We'll hit that one of the last spots of the video because that is one of the best for last. And then we'll go up here. Now this is super functional. You've got a little dining area, a little extra shelving, pantry type of spot, but then you got a ton of cabinets and storage over there. We'll go walk through here and then wrap around. Even right here, they could have closed it off and just had it be all closed off, but they decided to leave it open, put more storage in there. It's a very smart design in leaving that open. You get more storage, and honestly, it just makes the whole home feel a little bit more open because you've got, you know, just all of these open parts of it. So this being open just kind of lets it flow into that more. You get your living area. I like how it's the same floor throughout, and they're doing rugs. I think that's super smart. Hardwood floors are super easy to clean, super easy to maintain. As long as you take care of them. You could spill stuff, you could do whatever, but as long as you clean it and take care of them, they will last. Now check out these windows. These windows are a huge upgrade. Let in a ton of light. They even just let in a ton of light. They let you look out. Not a lot of people can look up here because it's an awkward angle, so it's not like many people are staring back at you. But these windows are super cool. Let's in a ton of natural light. You'll see later on, even through the back there, you can kind of tell already. This is a design that goes throughout the entire house. So everything is, I think, is super uniform, and it makes the whole house blend super smoothly. Gas fireplace right here. I love the black metal railings. And you got the black fixtures. Primary bathroom is super cool too. So then over here in the kitchen, we've got a huge quartz island. This is probably 2 inches thick, 3 inches thick. And then we've got, what, a ton of storage. 1, 2, 3. We've got 3, 6 drawers, 5 cabinets. I like this quartz countertops. We've got a gas hood, a pot filler, a range, and there should be a microwave oven right there, as well as a dishwasher. So we've got everything we need. Sink is nice. I think a black sink would have been, well, I think it blends nice. I think a black sink would have popped with some of the colors here, but I don't think it stands out in any means, and honestly, it's super easy to replace. Refrigerator, and then here's a little sneak peek. We won't show you too much, but here is a little sneak peek of what we might look at later. So this is just a balcony that's off the kitchen, and it leads to somewhere that we'll look at later. So good, I'm glad that it's a little glared because we don't want you to see it yet. So nice little balcony if you wanted to have morning coffees. You don't get a good, you don't get a great view. You're looking at a tree. We'll look at this some more, but there's gonna be a spot where you get an amazing view, and I think that's probably where I would have my morning coffee. So yeah, let me know, what would you guys do in this spot? Would you leave these desks here, Or would you move these maybe downstairs and have more of an office area downstairs? I just feel like it could be maybe a little bit awkward if, you know, dinner, work, like just let me know what you would do. Would you leave these desks here or would you move them? Would you move them somewhere else? I'm curious. And then we didn't really look at these cabinets too much. So I think these are super nice. Honestly, if they could have brought them to the ceiling, well, we've got the light there. So I wonder maybe if they could have pulled the lights out, but if they could have just put both of these cabinets up to the ceiling, that's a style that I like a lot, is when the cabinets are up to the ceiling. So I just think it looks maybe a little funky with that drop down, and so I don't know, but I think it looks good. I think I'm glad that they did that, because if they didn't, it's not that you wouldn't have a lot of kitchen storage, but this almost doubles it. So it's nice to have it. You could even put like, depending on what you did here, maybe you could do a dining table or dining area over here, and you could have this be like a coffee bar. You could have this be like, you know, just more of like a centerpiece, whatever your type of into, coffee, alcohol, whatever it is. You could have some type of little entertainment area there. So this was the first floor. We'd already looked down there. We already looked at the floor under there, the basement. We're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna go check out the bedrooms, and then we can go show you the last and the best part. So let's go up here. All right, well, welcome to the third story. We are on the bedroom floor. So we're gonna see the bedrooms here. We've got a regular bedroom here, good size, probably 10 foot by 10 foot, very symmetrical even. You've got your closet here, so you can use all of your 3 walls pretty easily. A nice window as well that will give you a view to the front of the house that we had walked at the beginning of the video. Come out here, you're gonna have, once again, I love how they do this. It's just a little piece of character and style that it goes a long way for a home in this price point. And then this is where I think they really did a great job. This bathroom is amazing. You've got tile to the ceiling. So they've tiled all the way up until the ceiling, and it's amazing. You've got a bench, you've got the black fixtures, you've got the wall cut out. I think it blends very, very well with this upstairs piece. It is a little bit different than the downstairs bathroom, but like I said, I think it all blends naturally. This is gonna be your guest room. So you'll have another good size room, similar size to that first one, probably about 10 by 10. And then this could be a kid's room or an office if you needed another space to do that. And then we're gonna walk through here and you can find the bathroom. So here's the bathroom in here. Once again, a little bit different style, different tiles, different colors, but same sink style. You got the tile to the ceiling, you got a tub, so no glass, black fixtures again. I think they did a really, really good job in this bathroom. Those cutouts aren't easy to do either, so I think it looks nice and clean. Let's see if we can turn the light on. There you go, so you can see it a little bit better. But I think it looks amazing. Here is the laundry room. So this is gonna be nice because it's right upstairs by all of the bedrooms. So it'll just be super easy. You put all your clothes in all the bedrooms. And then right here, we've got the primary. So this is gonna be super convenient for laundry as well because it's just off of there. You've got your primary closet right here. So you're literally 5 steps away from getting everything in there. And then I love how they did this design on this back wall. Once again, it adds to that price, it adds to that value, that feel of luxury. No great views out here yet. We will get you guys a good view. I'm saving it for last, so I don't want to fix it yet, but it's a little bright. You'll see there's gonna be a really good view once we go up another flight of steps. Primary room, really good size, probably bigger than most primary beds in this home style, in this area. A lot of the newer ones, when they are remodeling them, they're making them bigger. It's just like this bathroom. This bathroom is huge. Tile to the ceiling. Huge cutout, bench. Different fixtures. You've got chrome fixtures. Honestly, I think they work a little bit better just because this bathroom's a lot brighter. So I think it's a little bit less subtle, doesn't pop as much. This tub is awesome. And if we open that up, you would get a pretty good view of you know, some trees and nature if you wanted to sit in the tub. And you do get a little extra ceiling space right there. That's nice too. Makes it feel a little bit more open. That door does open, but it doesn't open to anything. You just got a railing right there, so just to kind of get some fresh air. Let's go up one more flight, and this is what everyone has been waiting for. So, we come up here. All right, let's head out here. This is probably one of the best features that this house has to offer, a rooftop deck, which is becoming more and more common in these newer builds, especially at price points that are $800,000, $900,000 plus. You are seeing rooftop decks and features like this, but this is amazing. I mean, they've got a picnic table up, you could do an umbrella, you could do turf, you could do lounge chairs, a grill. I mean, the opportunities up here are completely endless. You could even do turf if you had a pet and give them their own area too, just like I talked about in one of my other videos. Give your pet their own area to come up here and do their business so that you don't have to go out across the street or walk down the block, whatever. But we could just sit up here and you could just see, for as far as the eye can see, all of these views of Philly and Manayunk and just the greenery and the streets. I mean, it's quite amazing. And I mean, then you can kind of count some of the other ones. So you've got 4 rooftops. Those are some other rooftops. It's not very common. You know, you can see all of these houses over here. None of these have rooftops, right? These are all older homes. None of these have rooftops. And then you get some newer ones, and you can kind of see where the newer ones are. All of the newer homes typically have rooftop decks. This would be your neighbors, so they've got their lounge chairs and their umbrellas, so you can get an idea of that. You will have your AC and your furnace up here as well. But this is one of the features that I think make this home, to get a rooftop deck in this area with these upgrades, this floor plan, the size, all of that, and to have it be under $1 million. I think personally, this is an amazing opportunity. It's just, you know, we're at a higher price point here, and higher price points, it's smaller buyer pools, and they typically tend to sit a bit longer compared to some other lower price points. But regardless of that fact, this home is amazing. It's gonna sell to an amazing buyer. And if I had this rooftop deck, I mean, I guess I'll ask you, if you guys had this rooftop deck, what would you do with it? Would you do one thing here? Would you have 2 different areas? Would you have it all flow into one, a barbecue, a grill? Let me know, comment down below, put it in the comments. What would you guys do with this rooftop deck? I'm curious. All right, so just showed you the roof. We went through the entire house. I gotta just show you the last piece that really makes this home, between the rooftop deck and this last piece. This is gonna make the entire house worth the price, worth all of that. Let's go head downstairs and I'm gonna show that to you right now. Here is one of the most unique features of this house. You have private parking, you have covered private parking. This goes right in here to the house, and this is going to be something that is nearly impossible to find in this area. A lot of times you're going to be paying a premium well over $1 million for a home like this, and you've got it here for just under $1 million. Whether it's just trying to escape the weather and have your car not be in the weather, whether it's just trying to have a spot so you don't have to worry about street parking and the inconvenience of driving around the blocks and all of that. Whatever the reason is that you would want this, you have it, and it makes it super convenient. I mean, you have guests over, you have friends over, you just need storage, whatever it is. You can even see, this is the back of there, so there's the balcony that we were at, there's the primary. So you just have a complete private area out here, friendly with your neighbors. You guys can have a grill or some type of little cooking area out here to just kind of relax, or you can put it up on your balcony. So super nice. This is not something that we're seeing in these older homes. It is something that is coming more standard with these newer luxury townhomes. And a lot of times you are paying the premium $1 million plus for this type of home. Going back up here, I do like this style. Again, this is like a wood type of finish. And it looks super, super nice. And then you jump to the front where you got the stone. I think the wood and the stone look amazing together. There are power lines, which is going to be super common for Philadelphia. I mean, you're not going to be in any neighborhoods around here that don't have power lines. So if that's something that is not, you know, something that you don't want to live with, then this might not be a good option for you. There's going to be power lines, you know, everywhere from here to about a 10 to 15 mile radius. And we can go up here and you can make it right down the street. Thanks again for watching the video. Comment down your thoughts. Would you guys move here? Is this an area that you would consider? If you guys are planning to make a move to Philadelphia or the suburbs, the city, here's my information. You can call, text, email me. You can even schedule a free Zoom consultation. I can't wait to connect with you. And until next time, I will see you around the neighborhood.